So when you're purchasing options, each option contract represents 100 shares of stocks. Okay? Each option contract represents what? 100 shares of stocks. So the premium of this XPX stock to purchase one put contract is going to cost you $12.80. That's the premium, but that's going to be multiplied by 100. So this is going to cost $1,300, $1,320, okay?
Yes.
For one contract. That's just for one. But by the way, with the XPX, what I like about it is that you can purchase one contract and make a substantial amount of money with one contract. Versus a lot of other stocks, you have to purchase multiple contracts to get the same effect. Okay? Now, here, again, what are these called at the top? Greeks. So, again, at the top, these are called Greeks. So, when you looking to purchase an option, you're going to look at your premiums, all right? This side is puts, this side is calls, right? This side, you purchase only when you know, when you believe that the stock is going up. This side, you purchase an option only when you know and believe that the stock is going down. See, arrows, puts going down, arrows up, calls going up. So this one contract, when you're ready to buy, you're going to buy in this area. This area is the money area. I stay in this area unless I'm tapped out of funds and I need to purchase out the money contract, right? So these contracts up here are out of the money, but these little contracts down here are called at the money because they're near the strike price. Yeah, 56.12 is near 56.10, right? It's only $2 away, so you're at the money. So the objective is for you to hit the strike price. So that means if it hits this 56.10, it's going down. It's going in your favor. You purchased the put contract, so you're gonna make money here. So these are the premiums again, right? So another thing you're gonna look at is that this is very important. This is called the delta. And you see this number, it says 0.49. That means that every time this stock moves down $1, you're going to make 49 cents. Right? 49 cents times 100 shares is 40 some dollars. You're going to make 40 some dollars. $47.95. Basically $48 every time your stock moves $1. You understand? And so if you multiply that by the number of contracts you have, I mean, you're making a lot of money here. Okay? So that's what the delta means. Every time the stock moves up or down $1, you're making 44 cents here, whatever the number is. So like if you was purchasing puts, you would make, calls. No, if you was purchasing calls, then you would make, it says here, how much you would make here?
0.4460 times 100.
So that's 44 cents, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you make 44 cents. I watch that while I'm in the play.
That be times 100?
Yeah, and so that'd be 44 what? Dollars. So then the gamma, the theta, let's go to the theta, because I'm a scalp trader. I'm teaching you how to trade, so you're gonna be a scalp trader, right? So some of this stuff wouldn't apply to you. The theta is how fast the option is gonna decay. So this is important. I forgot to mention this. You can change these numbers here from 0 DTE to 3 DTE, so on and so forth. 9 times out of 10, we're gonna keep this at 0. That means you got 1 day to use this contract. The more days you buy, the more you're going to pay in a premium. So let's say we want 4 days. Now that $12 premium, whatever we seen earlier, turns to 46. So this is going to cost how much?
4630
$4,600, right?
times the 100.
Yeah, 4660 by 100 country. Remember, each option contract. That's with any option you purchase, whether it's SPS or Apple or whatever. Each option contract represents 100 shares. Okay.
Yes.
So that's this. You only purchase these days when you're swing trading. You're not going to be a swing trader until you learn how to trade. Then you can figure out how you can kind of leverage this. But for now, you're going to stick with the 0 DTE. You're going to make your profits quick in and out. So again, this went back to $14, right? Now it's at $11 because. By the way, when these numbers go down, that means the stock is going up. When you see the premiums decrease on the put side, that means that it's losing value because the stock are not going down, it's going up. You understand? When you see the premiums increase on the call side, when you see the premiums decrease on the call side, that means the stocks are going down, and now the call premiums are losing value. You see what I'm saying? That makes sense? And it's going to fluctuate because, again, the stocks are moving up and down.
So is it more valuable when the calls are going down?
No, it's more
Or is it more
for
valuable?
puts, yeah, for puts,
Okay.
and vice versa.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right, so remember delta. These are the Greeks up here. Anything up here at the top are the Greeks, okay? And all of this means something. Theta, the gamma. You don't really have to worry about gamma, really even theta, but it's good to know. But you definitely want to know what delta means. Again, when you see 44 right here, that means you're making 44 cents per every dollar that the stock moves. And so because each option contract represents 100 shares, that means you're going to make, in this case now, $46 per every time the share moves up $1. You understand?
Because you times it by 100.
Right.
Okay.
And that's vice versa on this side. Okay, so let's look at the delta over here. Your Greeks. It's 46. That means you $46. 46 cents multiplied by 100 shares is $46. Okay? Okay. So that's kind of like we're gonna keep it there, but I do want to show you something here. There's another thing a lot of people struggle with, and so these are the strike prices in the middle, right? And at the very top is the days. This is very important because let's say if you purchase the wrong thing, let's say you think you purchased in 2 days and you only purchased the day, and you didn't jump out and get out of the stock because you think you have more time for it to recover, you're going to lose money. That actually happened to me before in the beginning. See, I had to go through a big learning curve. But so I always look up here, make sure that your days are set correctly. This is very important. This is all I trade. 0 DTE. All I need is zero. All I need is anywhere between 1 and 4 minutes. A good scalp trade lasts between 1 and 4 minutes. Sometimes it can last longer depending on the day. But in most cases, Alexa, turn off. in most cases, a good scalp trade lasts anywhere between 1 and 4 minutes. And I know that because I journal my trades. Every day, consistently, I'm making a profit anywhere between 1 and 4 minutes. Okay? I'm in and out. After that, I go with the rest of my day. Close the laptop, go to the rest of my day. But anyway, so here's one thing we didn't mention. You see this side here in black. They're not highlighted, right? You see this side is highlighted? This side is not highlighted. Okay? Let me see something. I'm gonna make you understand why. So, we're just gonna look at puts right now. When it's highlighted, this is called in the money. That means that this already hit the strike price and now this have built-in intrinsic value. Okay? So that means that if your stock goes to zero, you'll still have money left over. Okay? And you're gonna pay more for it. So this, a regular at the money premium costs $11 right now, but the ones with built-in value in the money is gonna cost you $14. So this $1,400 for the in the money, and for the at the money will cost you $1,100 basically. Okay? I don't really ever buy at the money. I mean in the money, unless I think I'm gonna. There's certain cases you'll buy it, and we'll talk about that later. But for now, you want to stick with at the money. If you can't make money purchasing at the money contracts, you shouldn't be trading. Okay? So don't even worry about when you see it highlighted like in this grayish, bluish area. Never buy that. Okay? Don't buy that. Let's go back. So you see the difference?
Yes.
So what does this mean? These gray boxes
Those are at the money.
in the money.
The purple ones?
Yeah, these are in the money.
And then oh, okay, yes, I see.
Yeah.
And
So
then the black sides are
right,
at the money.
right.
That's
You
where
just-
you want to buy it.
Yeah.
at
I mean, this is more valuable than a black side. Don't get me wrong. 'Cause
but
these,
for now,
yeah, these have built-in intrinsic value. Intrinsic value. These here are more valuable because they've already hit the strike price. They've already proven themselves worthy, and they've made money already, and so they have more value. So this is kind of like a protection mechanism. If you like purchasing more days, you still have built-in value here. So you can actually leverage this in different ways. You can purchase options many different ways. We just haven't gotten there yet.
but for me, starting off, I should only trade at the money.
Yeah, trade at the money. That's all you need. Okay. So this is extrinsic value. This is intrinsic value because it has built-in value. This is extrinsic value. It don't have any value yet until it hit the strike price. Then this will become intrinsic.
Okay.
Okay. So for now, you only want to stay here or here, here or here, here.
I have a
Put.
question.
Call. This is a put. This is the put side, and this is the call side. The
Okay.
put side, the call side. The put side, the call side.
That
The
was my
put
question
side,
actually.
the call side.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So what's the question?
That was my question. Just what's the difference between buying at the top and buying at the bottom?
Yeah. So these are out the money, right?
No, like the 1170. Like you just explained it. You said a put and then a call. That's
Yeah.
my question. Like, why should I buy basically in a square that represents the put versus buying in a square that represents the call?
Yeah, because these are the calls. So this is when you know or believe that the stock is going up. You were going to purchase a call contract, right?
Yes.
Remember, these are contracts, right? These are contracts. Now let's look at this as if we're purchasing, we're renting a car. So you're renting stocks, okay?
Yes.
And if you wanted to rent the car for 2 days, then let's rent it for, or 3 days in this case. We rent it for 3 days, but it's going to cost more money, right?
Yes.
You can't rent a car for the same price as 1 day. If you wanted 3 days, it's going to cost more, right?
Yes.